Apart from formatting the display of numbers and text, another very popular type of data that we want to format in Excel differently are dates. Now, because if you think about it, there are always different ways for us to write dates, and there's always this fight between the British way of writing dates and the American system of dates, right? So what comes first? Is it the day before the month, or is it the month before the day? Now, that's just one part of what the issues are. The other parts, of date issues also include how exactly do you want your dates to be written? Do you just want to see the numbers part of the dates? Do you want to use forward slash? Do you want to use hyphen? Or do you even want to show the day? Do you want to show whether it's Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday? Whatever the case may be, there are also different ways that we can use to format dates. But the long and short of dates is that date codes are typically formatted using variants of the letters D, M, and also the letter Y, right? And I'm sure you already know what this is, right? So this is basically, you use the letters D to structure how you want the day to be written, right? So if the day is 1, for example, do you want to write 1? Do you want to write 01? Or do you want to write whether it's a Monday or a Tuesday, right? Then the month, do you want to write month 1, or do you want to write month 01, or do you want to write January, or do you want to write JAN? And then you have the Y for indicating how to express the years, right? So for date format, I'll just quickly use one very straightforward example, and we're going to see the behavior of how this works. So let's type in 1/1/2022. Okay, now this is my date, and with Control 1, I can go to the numbers dialog box, the format cells dialog box, and you see it's already on date. But because I want to format it, I can go to custom formatting, and you can see the current format that you see there is the format that shows DD/MM/YY. Now, what happens if I clean this and I try to create one afresh? You see, the moment I even clean it, the date is showing like a number, like we have discussed much earlier. So if I put a D here, that simply means I only want to show the day in single digits. When I put DD, then a 0 will always precede the day where the day is less than 10, right? So from the 1st to the 9th will always show as 0, right? So you think about it, there is no difference between the single D and the double D when the date is from 10 and above, right? Because all it does is try to show the day with 2 digits, right? So 10 and above is already 2 digits. So that's DD. Now, if I include a third D, then this basically is going to show me the name of the day, right? That's in short form. And when I put the 5th one, it shows the name of the day in 5th form, right? So that basically gives me a structure to understand how to use the letter D to structure how the day element of my dates can be displayed. Therefore, if I want to show something like 01, Saturday, then I would use something like DD, which is 01. Then I'll put a comma. Now, because I want to show Saturday, I'm going to put DD, Saturday in short form. Another D shows Saturday in full form, right? Maybe I want a space before that, right? So something like this. So 01, Saturday, then maybe another space, right? Now for the month part, if I put a single M, that shows the month as 1 for January. When I use 2M, it shows as 01, just like in the case of the dates, right? Now with a third M, it shows me the short form of the name of the month, and with the last M, it shows me the full form of the name of the month. So I could do something like this now to express the day in numbers and the name of the day, the name of the month, then a space, a single Y gives me 22, that's year 22, double Y remains the same, another Y shows me the year in full, but I just like to express this properly with the 4 Ys to show me the full date. So when I click OK, I'm going to have my day displayed like this. And remember, when you check inside the formula bar, this is what you get, right? Now, if I ask you to do this using month, day, year instead of day, month, year, let's go to Control 1. You know, all you have to do is make sure that you express the M side of the code first before the D side of the code, right? So for example, I'm going to do something like MMMM. That shows me January. Maybe I want to put a comma, maybe a space. I'm not sure what's right here. So let's say I use a space, then I put DD, then comma, then DDDD, then space YYYY, right? That's going to display my date with the month showing first, right? And if I go back to Control 1, I could also use a different kind of formatting where I could use DD dash DD D dash MMM dash YYYY and OK.